Terrified that my husband has been having intimacy with me while I'm asleep. Now I'm pregnant. I have a serious medical condition that requires some pretty heavy medication. It does a lot of things, including destroy my intimacy drive, and knock me out for long periods of time. My husband and I were married before I was diagnosed, and he supported me through diagnosis and treatment. He's a wonderful man. We used to have a very active intimacy life, and it has been a considerable strain on our marriage that I never feel in the mood. I feel like a terrible wife in this regard, and I miss being able to do what we both enjoy. To be clear, when I take my medication, I am dead to the world. You could blast a fire alarm next to me, and I wouldn't wake up. You could pick me up and toss me around, and I might not wake up. Lately I've felt worse than normal. Really sick, dizzy, uncomfortable act. I went to my doctor, scared I might be sick with COVID, and it turns out I'm pregnant. 5 weeks. But I haven't had intimacy with my husband in at least 2 months. Maybe more. I did not cheat on him. I was not assaulted by anyone, anywhere, that I know of. This was not an immaculate conception. I told my husband and he was surprised. It's probably 1,000,001 chance I got pregnant, due to the medication I'm on, and my condition. He was shocked, then excited, and I was just so relieved he didn't accuse me of cheating that I didn't stop to consider why he didn't. It's been a few days. I've been thinking about when I first started taking my medication. It was hard for him to adjust to me not wanting to have intimacy, and he used to joke that I could just lay there and watch TV while we do it. Or, and here's what makes me scared, he used to joke that he could just have intimacy with me while I'm sleeping, and that way I don't have to deal with it, and he can be satisfied. He's mentioned this a couple of times, but always lets it drop when I'm not okay with it. I've started thinking about all the times I woke up in the morning and had uncomfortable pelvic pressure that usually only comes from me after I have intimacy. My husband likes to be rough and I don't really mind. We were always pretty wild in bed or adventurous. Or bruises I've had that I can't explain. I confronted my husband about this. About me being scared he did this to me, and at the least why he wasn't surprised the dates don't match up. He was angry I would accuse him of something so horrible, and insists that I'm just misremembering the last time we had intimacy. The medication does play with my memory sometimes, but I remember the last time we had intimacy. I remember every time we have intimacy now because I don't enjoy it. I don't want to panic. I don't want to talk myself into being convinced he's been having intimacy with me while I'm asleep, and I don't want to talk myself out of this possibility just to protect our marriage. But I'm terrified. This is the only possibility I can come up with. And if it's true, I don't know what to do. I've been heartbroken for a while over the idea that I wouldn't be able to have kids. Now I'm going to have a baby and I'm so happy. But what if this baby happened because of what my husband did?